Hi, it's Dean the General from Three of a Kind with another tier list. Paul McCartney and or Wings. This one's going to be similar to Led Zeppelin, except we're not going to do any DVDs or video performances, and going to start with the stuff that only completists would need. Wings Over America, a triple live album released late in 1976, is pretty good. Wings Greatest, a compilation featuring some tracks that were only released as singles during the 1970s. The last one in this group is Wingspan, a 2-CD collection featuring songs from 1970 until 84. It is worth getting, especially if you like Paul McCartney during this era. Now we're going to go from worst to best. 1984 saw the release of both the movie and soundtrack for Give My Regards to Broad Street. Despite having 3 songs that are actually decent, it has been criticized for a reason. In 1980, Paul McCartney released his second solo album, imaginally titled McCartney 2. The instrumentals are actually pretty interesting, while the songs featuring lyrics are either good or mediocre at best. Next is London Town, released early in 1978. Best song is the full version of With a Little Luck, and there are some other listenable tracks as well. Wings released their debut album Wildlife late in 1971, and is definitely Paul McCartney's most overlooked album. During America's bicentennial year, 1976, Wings released At the Speed of Sound. All 5 members have at least one lead vocal. The tracks are either memorable, good, or pretty bad. Pipes of Peace came out in 1983. Despite some bad reviews, it is definitely worth checking out. Red Rose Speedway was the first release credited to Paul McCartney and Wings. Overall, it is a must-listen for fans of the man or the band. Back to the Egg was the last studio album by Wings. Released in 1979, it is definitely an underrated classic. Paul's debut album, McCartney, released in 1970, was a factor in the Beatles' breakup, definitely among his greatest albums ever. 1982 saw the release of Tug of War, among Paul McCartney's greatest achievements. Rem was the only album credited to Paul and Linda McCartney, released in 1971. It is definitely a great piece of work. Venus and Mars was a very self-assured record by the best lineup of Wings. Even greater was Band on the Run, also released by Paul McCartney and Wings. There was hardly a weak track on the entire album. Check out Three of a Kind for videos on mostly pop and rock music. Subscribe, comment, like, and once again, thanks for watching.